In this issue of the Recession Buster, the focus is on making money from your coaching business. So I thought it would be useful to use this as an opportunity to take a more general look at the marketing of services. Until a few years ago, much of the marketing literature focused on selling physical products, for example cars, watches, fast-moving consumer goods, etc. However, as an increasing share of the national economy has revolved around services, today around 75% of employment in the UK is in the service sector, more and more writers have explored the key issues in the marketing of services. This session will look at some of the main differences between goods and services and explore the implications of this for the marketing of golf lessons. There is fairly general agreement that there are four main differences between physical products and services. These are intangibility, inseparability, variability, and perishability. And now we'll look at each of these in turn. Firstly, we'll look at the concept of intangibility. When customers buy a golf club, they can see it, touch it, hear it hit the ball, and even smell its newness. They can try it before they buy it. It has tangible qualities. Services are very different and are more about the experience. You don't know what a golf lesson is going to be like until after you've had it, and even then, the individual experience is very subjective. So what are the implications of this for the marketing of services? One of the suggestions is to try to make the intangible more tangible. Before I relate this to a golf lesson, just think about how many times you've been to a theme park and come home with a family photo from one of the rides. For sure, this is about increasing the average spend of each visitor, but also it provides people with a permanent or tangible reminder of their day out. I wonder how many people look at their photos and think, that was a great day, we must go back soon. So in other words, the intangible has been tangibilized. With golf lessons, tangible evidence of the existence of the lesson can be provided in the form of videos or DVDs or email files. In addition, written records of the lessons can be kept. All of these provide more concrete evidence that the lesson actually took place and are a reminder to take another one. Next, we look at the concept of inseparability. This refers to the fact that many services are produced and consumed at the same time. In other words, when you are receiving a personal service, such as a haircut, a counselling session, or a golf lesson, the person providing the service is in direct contact with the customer and, in many ways, is inseparable from the product. The implication of this is clear. The way that service providers conduct themselves whilst delivering the service is paramount. In terms of the healthcare profession, we're talking here about bedside manner. Having great technical skills is one thing, but how you behave in the presence of customers is equally or arguably more important. This relates to all your dealings before, during, and after the lesson. Thirdly, we'll look at the concept of variability. This is linked to the previous point and is concerned with how consistently a service is provided. In relation to physical goods, most manufacturers these days have become very good at providing consistent products. The first one off the production line is very similar to the millionth. In the service industry, the products provided by McDonald's are classic examples of consistency. However, this level of consistency is more difficult to achieve in the provision of services. As a coach, can you guarantee that you will provide the same quality of service in the last lesson of a long day as you did in the first? If you are working as a team or have coaches working for you, this probably becomes even more difficult. How can you ensure that all the team is delivering to a similarly high standard? Recruit carefully, set standards, train, evaluate, review, support, provide feedback and share best practices. These are all suggestions for achieving one of the biggest challenges in providing services, consistently high quality. Finally, we'll look at the concept of perishability. Unlike physical products, services cannot be stored for later use. Every hotel room that is unoccupied, airline seat that is unfilled, or tea time that is unused is money lost. Similarly, any teaching slots without a client are lost income. Golf is a very seasonal business, and even within the summer, there are peak times and off-peak times during the week. Filling the quiet times is never easy, but targeting specific customers who may be available and varying prices are two possibilities. In the winter, maybe target the serious golfers who want to really improve for the summer. Quiet times are also useful for learning and developing your knowledge and skills and preparing marketing strategies. In summary, it's important to be aware of the key differences between the marketing of goods and the marketing of services, and focus on the various strategies and tactics that are required to maximize the potential of the services you are providing. So remember, tangibilize the intangible, be professional at all times, work to consistently high standards, and manage the peaks and troughs.